Hello, this is the practice for my dramatic monologue. I chose When the Cooking is Done. And in this monologue, Marza talks about how she wants to pretty much get rid of everything negative in her life, like her friends, family, anybody that's negative. And how she does that is she actually goes to a play, and this play changes her views on her life, and she realizes that she has to make the change herself. It was the most extraordinary time I've ever had alone. It felt unreal, like I stepped into a different world altogether. I was upset because he tells me last minute that he cannot go. I was so angry with him. This was something that we planned months in advance, 3 hours timed max together, no preparation. He blames work. Always. I've had enough. I finally had enough. I was all ready to leave, and so I left as soon as I hung up the phone with him. I was so mad I could not believe it. I left the house in a rage. Didn't even remember if I'd locked the front door. I think I did. He would have said something. I went to the train and something took over me. I was lost. I felt different. Free. Like I had stepped out of the shadows. I don't know, I was uplifted. I felt like the speed of the train, energy, such energy. I reached the theater and watched the play. I only watched half. At intermission I left, not because the play was boring, but because it was the greatest play I'd ever seen. I wanted to imagine the ending. I didn't want it to be spoiled. Instead, I walked into the night, over the bridge, back again and over again. I imagined all the people from the play. The daughter, the husband, the wife, the sisters, all the characters. Somehow I knew these people intimately, closely. I could think their thoughts, live their lives. I wanted them to be happy, to be brave, to love. It suddenly occurred to me that if I was able to invent the outcome of others people's lives in the play, that I should have the power to invent my own life the way that I wanted it lived. I could not stop thinking about this. I began to understand that there were things I wanted to change, things about myself, what I do with my time, what matters most in my own play, my life. Our lives are theater, aren't they? We write our own narrative, and if something is wrong with your narrative, you must change it. You must be strong enough to change it. And so, I've decided over the last few days that I'm going to change my story. I'm going to do the things that I only wish to do, and I do not care what anyone else will think.